I don't remember the first time I met Miguel. I remember the first time I watched him play basketball. And so I remember sitting at South watching you play, and my dad would always be like, "Oh, watch what he's doing. You should do that." And so I was getting like, pointers.
When I saw him on the court, I would definitely say I targeted him to try to prove that I was dominant or whatever.
Oh yeah.
If I had a chance to show myself against him, I would probably take that chance.
And I was such a skinny little kid. I mean, if you look at pictures of me in high school, I was so skinny. And you were so much bigger than me. Like, I have very clear memories of that too, like, especially at University Park. Like, just being, oh crap, I've got to play against Miguel. I don't think either of us would have said 20 years ago that we'd be sitting here now leading large companies. And so it's nice to have someone who comes from the same place and really has the same values and background to talk about some of these challenges.
You're not competing, you don't have a reason to not share information. It's just like really helpful to have someone who's just like sharing the same struggles, but is totally willing to be open about it and willing to communicate openly is really cool. And authentically, like that's really helpful.
I'm going to be an entrepreneur when I grow up. I just sort of fell into this company selling computers out of the back of a friend's garage. Just one thing led to another. The dot-com era happened, and how many people knew how to build websites and start companies, and so I never got a real job.
I went to architecture school, and then when I came out, it was the first dot-com boom, and it sort of seemed like everyone was starting companies. And I had taught myself web programming when I was in school just for fun. So it wasn't something that I like always dreamed that I would be an entrepreneur. I just was a person who was opportunistic and looking for problems to solve and just sort of fell into it in a way. And since then, just continued to roll from there.
One thing I remember from Coach Stepp that has always stuck with me, there's this sense of never having been given this chance to really show what I could do. Walking around our office, sometimes I'll think like, am I pulling a step? Like, am I yelling at people in a way that humiliates them? Am I taking away their chance to do something? And so in some ways, like it was a reverse leadership lesson.
I remember Coach Stepp as like the most strict disciplinarian I had ever come across in my life. I didn't grow up with my father, so I never had someone who was like really telling me to keep in line. But he was a great technical teacher. And so I think for me, one of the things that I've always appreciated is that I've just remembered the sort of focused effort that it takes to really master something. And I think that's a great lesson. You really can't achieve something without being focused, without working hard.